Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM. Steve Bennett from the Hume branch of Cricket Albury-Wodonga is on the line with me. We spoke to Steve midweek about the T20 comp kicking off in this league, and now it's time to check in on our regular weekly programming on Saturdays. Steve, great to be speaking to you again, twice in 1 week. Lucky me.
I know, we're making a habit of it, aren't we?
We certainly are. And it's a very good habit to have because I love talking cricket and you're a very good man to talk to about it. Now let's get stuck in. It was a full slate of games, 8 games out of 8 in the firsts and across the first and the seconds over the weekend. So we haven't seen too much of that. So straight off the bat, no pun intended, that's really exciting.
Fantastic. Yeah, everybody's back playing cricket. The holidays are over, and now with just 3 more rounds to go till finals, everybody's settling into it.
Now let's get started with what was absolutely the match of the round and maybe even a preview of the grand final. Osborne took on Walla Walla, and Walla Walla won the toss and took the bat. They made 4 for 203 in their 40 overs. In reply, Osborne falling just agonisingly short, 6 for 199 and losing by 4 runs.
Yeah, this was a really fiercely competitive game. Saturday played in a good spirit, but it was definitely on from the get-go. Tom Simmons hit 85 for Walla and didn't take too long to do it either. He's a very aggressive batsman. And Mark Taylor came in the end, hit some big runs in the end, which obviously proved quite decisive, making 36 in a very short period of time. So 203, probably around par to just over par at Osborne. Darren Howard taking 3 wickets there. Osborne's run chase was pretty well paced all the way. It was the Perryman brothers again for the 3rd week in a row. This time, older brother Ed got the better of Joe, 77 to 61. But yeah, once they got out, there was just a little period where runs weren't flowing, and Osborne needed 18 off the last over and ended up taking 13. So a great win for Walla.
All right, so there we go. A very good win for Walla in the first. And do my eyes deceive me here, Steve? You're on the lineup here. Didn't get a bat, but you played in the firsts, and so did your son Henry. Yeah,
late call up. They had a couple of pull-outs, and we were quite happy to help out. It's quite a thrill to play A grade. I was just there as a fielder, but it was good to see the match unfold up close. It was as I said, it was a really, really great game of cricket.
All right, very good stuff. One of the matches of the season so far, and if those Perryman boys didn't take so long with the bat and they got you in, it might have just been a win for Osborne, but not quite too sure about that. They were obviously the stars of the show, but we better move on, Steve, because we've got lots of games to get through here. Let's move to Colcan and Rand, and it was Colcan batting first, making 6 for 159. Rand chasing them down, only losing 1 wicket along the way and only needing 33 overs to get to 173. What a sensational batting performance from them.
Yeah, fantastic effort from Rand. Mark Kreutzberger, who's often features in the top scoring batsman every week, opened with Nathan Wenke, and they put on 136 for the first wicket, chasing 159. So they were able to cruise it in, even though young Nathan got out. But Colcan, they certainly improved from the week before, where they not scored a lot of runs and had quite a few batsmen dismissed cheaply. Vince Chaffee, the captain, leading the way with 67. But for Rand, that's a fantastic win, and might just give them some impetus running into the last few rounds.
Certainly might. Now, I've jumped the gun here, Steve. I said Osborne and Walla was the match of the round, but I think it might have actually been Holbrook and Brock-Burrum. Brock-Burrum making 8 for 205, batting first. Holbrook winning on the last ball of the match, making 8 for 207. Just some massive scores all over the place. Darcy Ianson making 63, batting at number 9. Eventually, Jet Liddell getting his wicket, 2 of the stars of the comp. And then for Holbrook, we had Hamish McKinlay, 100 not out. Wickets falling thick and fast towards the end for Holbrook. But Hamish McKinlay really carried them to victory there on the last ball.
Literally, yeah, he literally did. They needed 4 to win off the last ball, and he smacked a six down, over covers, I believe, brought up his 100 and brought the team home. It was the stuff of dreams.
All right, so as we're now into the new year and the new calendar year, and we're seeing harvest is finished and all the players are available on a weekly basis, we're really starting to see some exceptional performances and, two of the games of the season, if not the two best games of the season, both happening over the weekend there. And this one was another belter. It was Henty batting first, making 7 for 242, and the Rock-Burrum Creek had their work cut out for them. And, well, in just under 31 overs, they made 203 runs. So they were batting with some serious pace, on track to win, but they lost all their wickets and it was game over for them, and Henty winning by 39 runs in the end. So another brilliant game there. Yeah,
really, really good game. They played at Huron Creek, which has got, unsurprisingly, by the scores, very fast outfield. But I suppose Henty probably showed the benefit of keeping their wickets intact, being able to hit that big score off 40 overs. The Rock had plenty of contributors, but just that losing wickets, I suppose, regularly has just brought them undone. But to get that close, they'll know that they're thereabouts.
Some very good bowling figures in that match, headlined by the Rock-Burrum Creek's Ryan Kirkwood taking 4 for 25 in his 6 overs. For Henty, Daniel and Shannon Turlick both taking 3 for, and Kobe Skiers taking 3 as well. So that is first grade action on the weekend that was. Let's have a look ahead very quickly to this week. It's Henty taking on Osborne, Brock-Burrum taking on the Rock, Walla taking on Culcairn, and Rand taking on Holbrook. Steve, is there one or two games there in particular that you're circling and very keen to see how the result pans out? Obviously, you won't be able to probably watch them all, being that you'll be playing or watching your own game. But, is there anything catching your eye there?
Brock-Burrum versus the Rock will be a very good game. And Rand versus Holbrook is an important game also in terms of the ladder. So both of them will have implications on the ladder. If Rand, for instance, win and the Rock lose, then Rand will replace the Rock at the bottom of the 6, and that will sort of have an impact going towards finals. So both of those games are pretty good. Henty and Osborne. Henty's obviously scoring plenty of runs at the moment. Osborne's shown the ability to score some runs. I think there'll be something in all of the games worth looking at, but certainly there could be some ladder implications.
All right, very good stuff. So that is the first grade action this weekend. Let's have a quick look at the seconds. We've got a couple of minutes, so let's race through a couple of these games. Walla Walla were all out for 86, chasing 172 from Osborne. So a pretty easy win for Osborne there, led by Will Howard's 62 not out. Oakland's all out for 86, chasing Culcairn's 4 for 122. So a reasonably easy win there for Culcairn as well. Now, what happened in this game, Steve? We had Brock-Burrum 8 for 175 and no score from Holbrook. Didn't get a chance to bat.
Yeah, no, they certainly played. I think they've had an issue with entering scores into the Play HQ. I was talking to them today. Brock-Burrum won that game, but I don't have any other details. Holbrook have struggled a bit this year, so 175 would have been an intimidating score for them to try and chase down.
Yeah, very good score in just 35 overs, and Jason Weaven making 92 not out off 115 bowls, so a very good innings from him, and Ben Jones for Holbrook leading the wicket taking with 3 for 35. So apologies to the Holbrook batters. We do not have any scores available. And in the last match of the round, this was a really low scoring but a close game nevertheless. Henty went in first to bat, only made 8 for 84 from their 35 overs. Certainly a very beatable score, but Lockhart didn't get there easily. They made it with 7 overs to spare, but they were 8 down themselves, finishing 8 for 87. So a tight game there and a good win for Lockhart.
Yeah, Lockhart retains its unbeaten run. 84, you would think you'd knock them over pretty easily, but it looks like they made hard work of it. They both have fairly good bowling attacks, those teams. But, it might have been a heavy field. I'm not quite sure what the details were there, but, obviously a very tight game.
All right, very good stuff, Steve. We'll leave things there for this week. Enjoy all the action tomorrow and enjoy the action on Sunday as well. It is going to be all cricket every weekend from here on out for the people of the Hume branch of Cricket Albury-Wodonga. So wishing you all the best.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. It's as it should be.
Absolutely, as it should be, unless you're a wife or girlfriend wanting a bit of attention.